Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Shireen. Guys, let me try to if I can adjust the lighting here because I have lighting behind me and I don't know. Let me go. Anyhow, so thank you for joining, guys. If it's the first time you are watching one of my videos, please to share and subscribe to my channel. So my name is Shireen, and as you can see the title of this video, I just want to share my opinion about CRISSY and CMR. Now, the reason why I chose to do this video because I think a lot of people know these people and they can relate because a lot of women have had relationship issues, right? We are all familiar with it. We have all had um, somebody cheated on us somewhere or somehow, right? And my thoughts are with the family. I wish that they can get back to being a family, which is going to be very difficult because when a person cheat in a relationship, the trust is gone. There's a lot of shame, a lot of resentment, and even the children are being affected by the infidelity. So I heard a lot of people talking about, whether or not Chrissy should take CMR back or whatnot. But nevertheless, whether she take him back or not, it's going to be difficult and it's going to be hard for her to trust that guy again, right? Because he did hurt her, he betrayed her trust, and he was not putting the family first, and because he wasn't putting the family first, I you know it caused a lot of issues. One have to question and wonder if him really value his family. Now for Chrissy, she needs to set a lot of boundaries because my understanding is when a man cheat on you, don't just take him back right away. Honestly, I don't think you should take him back right away. That means he has a lot of disconnect with the family and disconnect with the relationship. That is why he can go out there and cheat. And he wasn't thinking; he was thinking with his private partner, with his head, right? And for a man to do that, he has so much to lose, and he go out there and cheat. And when a person have so much to lose, I mean, a lot of people look upon him. I know that he apologized for his behavior, but nevertheless, a lot of people look up on him, and he didn't. He never even thought of that. He never give that any thought and say, you know what, I have a good life. I have a good social media following. Let me be respectful. Let me treat my family with respect. And he didn't do that, right? I know that for Chrissy, I don't really watch the show that much or watch them that much. But what I can see is that she's not really a very gentle in which how she handles stuff, right? She's not really, she's a stern woman, let's put it that way. But maybe the predicament that she's in caused her to be like that. And sometimes we have to understand the Jamaican culture also, right? And I want to touch on that too, because, for example, when you have a Jamaican man in the family, usually they're not hands-on where the children are concerned. Because I noted that when I watched the video, I didn't really see CMR hands-on with the family as how he should have been, right? He's not. And that disappoints me, honestly. He must take more responsibility with his family, and he must be very active within the family. I know he edits all the videos and whatnot, but every time I see. Chrissy is the one who is with the kids and doing most of the housework and whatnot. Not and these days he has to. I mean, he's not working. All he's working with is social media, and to me, he has a lot of time on his hand. That is why him find time to go and have an affair, right? The question is this man, does this man really want his family? That is the question. Because I can tell you this, a man who cheat will cheat again if he gets the opportunity. Any man will cheat if them get the opportunity. Some men will look at it logically and say, you know what, I have too much to lose, I won't do that. But unfortunately, some of the men, they only think with them private part, not with their head, and they go ahead and they cheat. And this cheating scandal is not like he went there once. He went there over and over and over, right? So he was having a sexual relationship with this woman. So to me, he was committed to the sex, right? And we don't know if he had cheated before, right? Because how do we know if he had cheated before? So now I spoke to a lot of my friends, and my friends are saying maybe he should. No, they don't believe that they should break up the marriage or not. Now I have to question that. They're talking like Chrissy is going to break up the marriage. It's not Chrissy breaking up the marriage. He broke up the marriage. He is the one who went outside of the marriage. That is why, folks, when you're getting involved and when you're going to get married to somebody, you need to have you need to have communication with the person if they want to have a monogamous relationship. You need to ask them what is it they're looking for and what they want, because some of them, they know they can't have only one woman, and them still go ahead and they know what one woman can satisfy them, and they know that they are like that. They can't be satisfied with one woman, but they yet them still go into a monogamous relationship, and that's the problem. I have some notes here so that I don't mumble, right? So as I said, it is going to be very hard for this guy to bring his family back together. It's going to be very hard because me personally, I wouldn't trust him again, right? Every time him gone out to buy something at the supermarket or is going out, she's going to wonder where he's going. And that is going to cause a strain on the relationship. And to mend this kind of infidelity is going to take years. And is she committed to do that, right? Is that this only problem they're having? Because I see where she is, a lot of people are saying that she's very aggressive, right? In the way in which how she talked to her husband, right? And men cheat. Why do men cheat, right? Why do men cheat? We have to ask ourselves that question, why they cheat. Him cheat for a reason. Nevertheless, even though to me, a man who cheat doesn't have any morals, right? What caused him to cheat? Maybe he's angry. That is why he cheat, right? Maybe he's jealous. Maybe she's doing so well and him jealous of her. Maybe he has a desire for revenge. I don't think he is. A lot of people cheat because of substance abuse, but I don't think he has any form of substance abuse. Him have mental health issue. I don't know. That is a question he needs to ask himself. Him seeking validation. That is something probably he need to ask him. Maybe him seeking validation from her. Maybe she's not giving him any attention. Maybe she's not giving him any sex, right? Maybe he's emotionally immature. That is some reason why a lot of people cheat, right? I can't sit here and tell anybody why he cheated, but nevertheless he did, and he needs to seek counseling for it. And I don't personally believe, that is my opinion, that Chrissy should take him back into the house unless he has gone to counseling, both marriage counseling, both of them, and then he needs to work on himself, because obviously he has some disconnect here, right? He did not take her seriously, and he did not value his children. And the lack of, and when you don't value your kids and value your wife, right, it causes a lot of disruption in the family. You don't even know what those kids are going through, right? Daddy don't live in the house anymore. He doesn't know what he, and then he comes and apologizes. Yes, I understand that he apologizes, but he should have thought of that. He should have thought about that in the beginning, right? We all make mistakes, but it's not like infidelity is not a public situation where we have knowledge of it and we know what it does to our family. We see the Kardashian get public divorce. We see a lot of people go through all of this. He knows what it is, right? So don't be fooled. And a lot of you know what? All lot of women out there often say, "Oh, we must forgive, forgive, forgive because of the family, because of the family. We must forgive." No, don't put that on a woman. Tell her to forgive. Why a woman should forgive? A woman have to endure a lot of things. Him have time there. His wife is there with a new. She have a baby. The baby is under 1 year old or 1 year old, or just about 1 year old, and he's out there fooling around. He should be changing the baby diaper, right? You know what? His behavior have an effect on his daughters. You have a lot. You have daughters, right? They're going to have lack of trust in men if he continues to behave like that. You think they don't see? These little kids, they are very bright, right? Lower expectation and lack of confidence. That is what happened when you have kids, girls, and you have a cheating spouse, right? I don't know. I don't even know what to say. Plus, too, yeah, she need to leave him. She need to let him be outside of the house for at least couple of months, more than couple of months, 3 4 months, 6 months. He needs to be out there because he do the crime, he should pay the time, and he should have boundaries, and she should set boundaries. And if he comes back into the house, she needs to make sure that this don't happen again. Because oftentimes a woman feels sorry for a man, let him back again, and as soon as everything quash down, and soon as everything is like everything is good again, then him go back and cheat again. And then what, you forgive him because of the children? Stop talk shit about kids. Kids sometimes are better off than living into a household with a lot of bickering and a lot of tension. Because even if him coming to the house right now, Chrissy is not going to be at peace, even though she want him. Of course, she want her husband. I'm not going to say she don't want her husband. A lot of us out there, our husband is giving us problems, and a lot of us can give our own opinion. But my personal experience and my personal opinion is that if she want this marriage to work, she needs not to take him back into the house right away. She need to let him go to the counselor, go to counseling, marriage counseling, both of them, and then she need to set certain things down on the table, and then he needs to go to counseling on his own to find out why he was disconnected from the family, why he had the need, why his morals are the way it is, because he never have no morals. And mark me, I know, because he did say to the girl, Sabrina, what's her name? Shania? Yes, her name is Shania. She did come out and say him want to, him get enough, him can't get enough. He wants it, right? That mean him love her, and him did. And one of the text message that was released said that him say Shania Pum Pum is paradise, right? And that's what him say. Obviously, him love it, right? Him never have no problem going there. And if maybe she didn't come out and talk about it, he wouldn't stop, because it's an addiction, right? Anytime him can get caught, because him didn't get caught. As I said, that is why some of us, before we go into a relationship, we need to talk about, ask the person if they want an open relationship, because most men want open relationship. I'm just afraid to say it. And then you need to know whether or not That is what you want, because some of us, we don't talk what we want in the beginning, and then after, when the relationship don't suit us anymore, we go and we want to go with Dick, Tom, and Harry. And I'm not saying that it's not men alone cheat. Women also cheat, right? Chrissy, do not assume that this won't happen again. He's just going to be a better cheater next time. And sometimes you don't know if him cheat before. You don't know. How you know? Because maybe the other person didn't come out and say it. Right? So if I was you, I would think about not, and I'm going to say this, you need to get counseling for you and the children, and you have to be very careful of what you communicate in the household so that the kids don't hear all the commotion and hear all of these things about their dad. Also, you have to be very careful, because you have to filter things for them. If you don't know how to filter things for your children, you need to get a counselor to help you, guide you how to talk to the children about what is happening in the household, because they are going to need help. Because when children, parents going through a divorce, or when the parents cheat or something like that, it leave a hole in each other. And you may be there crying every day, and then the children have to comfort you, right? Because they see that you're sad, so them take your side and then ending up hating the dad. And that is what sometimes happen, and we don't want that to happen. So therefore, you need to make sure that you get help to reinforce it, and get a counselor to let you know how to deal with your situation. Right? The counselor may offer better guidance how to handle the situation where the kids are concerned. I know you feel angry. I know you're uncertain about what is going to happen. Right? You're going to accuse him all when him don't do something. Even when him come back to the house, you're going to be distracted. Right? There's going to be always fighting, because you just can't believe that him cheat on you. And another thing I must say too, sometimes we have to look at the situation and look if it's an eager thing. Why you put your husband out of the house? You put him out because you're shame, you're embarrassed, because you're a social media person, and you don't want anybody to believe that you because you feel hurt, you feel ashamed, you feel betrayal, right? When somebody cheat on you. So you now feel that you can't believe it can happen to you, much less it happened to you with a younger woman, right? That girl I saw online, she's not bad looking at all. And I know that you will go and look at her picture all the time and say, and I said to yourself, say, what did she have that you don't have? Actually, nothing. You have everything that you needed to have. It's just some man stay, right? And you will always have somebody look better than you. So you cannot really talk about that, because there's a woman out there look better than you, right? And you already have four kids, you have a house. Listen, if I was you, honestly, and I know some of you are not going to like this, I would put him ass out. Put him ass out and let him crawl over a whole broken bottle, come and beg me, and him have to prove to me I won't work on the relationship harder than him. Yes, he made a first step where him apologized, but that sound rehearsed to me. That sound like it was rehearsed, and him said the right thing. And you only Chrissy alone know if him really and truly sorry. And there's a lot of stuff that you want to change. You need to help you with the children, them, and you need to be 50-50 in that relationship. Jamaican women, we suffer too much, and we have too much. We do too much for these men. Come on, man, you do too much for these men. You wash, you cook, clean, your F, your etc. etc. Come on, take care of the kids. Them days are done, right? You're not a superwoman. And you need to be a little bit softer when you deal with him too. Because other woman out there is just looking to take him away, and them going to be like they are so soft and gentle. And I notice that you're not soft and gentle when you deal with your husband. And I know it's because of the culture. Cuss and go on. No, you can't be like that. You have to reserve some of your thoughts. right? You have to be a lady. You have to be very gentle and nice. You can't be too ghetto in the way which you talk to your husband. You need to be a little bit more milder. I don't know if you're going to take my advice, but that is my advice to you. And to me, if you don't want the relationship, nobody can force you to have the relationship. The social media cannot force you to have a relationship because you know when you're finished. You know if you have had enough, right? You know if you had enough, but you make sure that you sit down and think about it, not with anybody present. You need to make that decision for yourself. Because, mark you, lots of men who cheat on them wife always ending up cheating again. And it is a sad truth. Men are just dogs. And if them get the opportunity to do it, they will do it. Right? The fact of the matter is the reason why some women take back the men is because in the nature in which how it was done, like the man just have a one night stand or whatever, there was no emotional connection. He just went out there and screw a woman. But unfortunately, your situation is different because he was going back and back and back. I love it. He loved it. And you can't deny that. Right? So she was giving him something that you weren't giving him, unfortunately. Right? So you have to decide why him cheat on you. You and him need to decide that. You need to ask him why, because he sometimes they don't, or maybe if him just a chronic cheater, him don't know. If him is a chronic cheater or him a serial cheater, I'm not gonna know because it's just something in him. Right? And sometimes it's a culture, the Jamaican culture. The men them think that them one woman can't hold them. Right? Them think that them should go out and show them manhood. And he's young, right? And you knew what you were getting yourself into. So anyway, guys, that is what I have to say. All you have to do is make sure that make sure you keep a tap on the children. Make sure you make sure that the children are not being affected by this, especially the girls, because a lot of girls like them father, and if them father is not, is not there for them, and if the father them feel like the father cheated on the mom and all of that, that can go sour. Them can they need to you need a counselor to help reassure the girls that the behavior has nothing to do with them, right? The behavior have nothing to do with them. That is all I have to say, guys. So, Chrissy, I'm sorry for you because you married a dog. Yeah, you married a dog, big and sore. You married a dog, and all over the social media out there talking about the guy is a dog because you have a baby, a 4 kids, him, and another. Oh yes, I forgot to mention this too. You see, 5 years of marriage with 4 kids. Come on. As soon as you get married to the man, stop pluck out the pit of them. That is another thing you shouldn't do. If I was getting involved again, say I get married, I wouldn't just pluck out kids like that. No way. And you don't know if the man have any his attributes. You don't know if when you live with him, if you really care about the man. Because I remember how the relationship started. Him go down to Jamaica and meet you, so on and so forth. You and him get together, and then all of a sudden, 5 years of marriage, you have much pit. No man, no man. I know. Mm-mm. And when we look back, we ask ourselves the questions when it way too late. I mean, no say you're going to need mental health care. So you need to take care of yourself because you see you come online and you cry. So that shows me that you have some kind of mental health issue right there. I'm sure you have chronic stress because when man I give you bun it hot like pepper. Yes, it hot like pepper. And you will have some kind of brain change and all kind of things. And let me tell you, 65% of people who go out there and cheat on you, 65% of people who go out there and cheat on you, them cheat again. Yeah. So you only have maybe 35% of people who do it learn them lesson. So you better know that. So all the way you people are talk about the stats show that he's more likely to cheat again. So you need to make that decision if you want to let that loser go. Let him go. I shouldn't call, you know what? Anybody who cheat for me, I think that them don't value you. And you need to put down boundary, right? You know what is boundary? Him get up, him gone, I'm friend them. Gone a which friend, and you have your pitney them, your young pitney if you take care of. Come take care of your pitney. You not go keep him in a house like him a prisoner. But at the same time, you go out, him go out. Him take care of the pitney them too. Nobody sit down in a house and make no man take no step of you. No way. No, no, no. And you need to be nice to your husband too. Yes. And that is what me have to say. Anyway, guys, the video is now. Please to share my video and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next video. Peace.